Hi there, my name's Chris Kilby. I'm a pastor in a pergola, and here is today's bite-sized Bible from 1 Timothy chapter 6 verses 17 to 19. And what I want to talk to you today is about this. Money matters. Money matters. See, Paul is now drawing this letter to a close, but he makes one final comment about wealth and how we can use our money well. Let me read it to you. He says this to Timothy: "Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Command them to do good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous and willing to share. And in this way they'll lay up treasure for themselves as a firm foundation for the coming age, so that they may take hold of the life that is truly life." I love that phrase, the life that is truly life. So Paul is drawing this letter to a close, and he gives us two things not to do with our wealth and four things to do. So the two things not to do, he says, firstly, charge them not to be arrogant. Not to be arrogant. You see, the thing is, God provides everything that we have for our enjoyment, Timothy says. So to be arrogant seems to assume that we somehow deserved it or we somehow provided it for ourselves. We didn't. God is our provider. And so we can't be arrogant. Secondly, Paul says, here's something else not to do. Don't put your hope in wealth because it's so uncertain. Many of you will know in times of challenging economy and uncertainty in the job front that finances can one day be plenty and the next not. So we can't put all of our hope in our bank balance. He says it's unwise because it's uncertain. So let's not be arrogant because we didn't earn it and it's not ours in one sense. Secondly, let's not put our hope in it because it can change in a wink like that. But then he gives us four things to do. Firstly, he says, do good. Do good. Now, the truth is money is a neutral thing, and it can either be used for ill or it can be good. And so he says when you use your money, use it for good. And he also says, secondly, be rich in good deeds. You see, it's not about what you have, it's about what you do that counts. Okay, you can have lots and do nothing with it, or you can have little and do lots with it. So be rich in good deeds, put that money to work and allow it to be a blessing to others. And then he's a little more specific. He says, be generous. Be generous. Now, generosity is when you've got something that will meet the needs of another person. And I can tell you right now, there will be people around you who have needs. And be generous. You can meet those needs. It's a good thing to do. And it feels great when you do that. It blesses you and it blesses them. And he also says share, which is the same thing, really. It just highlights the fact that we're not an island and we're part of a community. And so we've got to be generous with the things that we have. And the result of that, Paul says, is that we're storing up then treasure in heaven. We're allowing our money to give us some kind of eternal worth, eternal value. And we find this life that is truly life. So it's being generous and giving away that we find what real life is all about. So today, be generous. Money matters and you can use it for good. My name's Chris Kilby, a pastor in a pergola. And that was today's bite-sized Bible from 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 17 to 19. And I shall see you next time.